hear me okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, awesome. We'll get started with questions.
Pro Bowl poll. Let me just start off and, just say congratulations, prematurely or whatever the case may be on getting selected today. Because if you don't get selected today, Bills fans are rioting. They already said they're going to riot if they don't see your name being called out there. But I definitely want to give you congratulations ahead of time because, me and you talked about this for, quite a while. But, getting back to business, man, we all know that basically a win Sunday would, put you back in the divisional driver's seat, man. So how excited are you in particular for this matchup?
Man, extremely excited. I mean, what an opportunity to, play the game we love in a meaningful game in December. You grow up watching games. We were talking about it earlier. You grow up watching football, where you're sitting on the couch with your homies and your family. And, you're watching games in December, and these are the games that you're growing up and like, I want to play in that type of game right there. So, we're excited for the opportunity. Can't wait. So it's a great matchup, and we're excited for the opportunity.
Right. Now, speaking of that matchup, how will this defense be able to, dictate the tempo?
Yeah, well, we got to be able to execute. We got to be able to play physical and be able to tackle. Obviously, they got some really good playmakers, some skill players that run the ball really well, catch the ball really well, and, quarterback that can get them the football. So, our execution is going to be key, and just being physical and being able to make plays when the players are there.
All right, man. Christmas Saturday. What you want underneath the tree?
I want to win. That's all I want. I want to win.
Absolutely, man. Hey, Merry Christmas and good luck Sunday.
Merry Christmas, Mookie. Thank you.
Hey, Jordan, Josh Reed here. Merry Christmas, man.
Merry Christmas, Josh. How are you?
Thanks. I'm great. Hey, last year you guys were 7-1 in games that were decided by a score. This year, opposite 0-5. Is there a certain mindset that kind of kicks in toward the end of a game when it's on the line and it's that tight?
Yeah, I mean, either way, games are played and games are won and throughout the league week in and week out. Most games really come down to, the last possession or the last play of the game, especially probably this time of year. So just really having that mindset, especially early on in the game, being able to take one play at a time. There's stuff that's going to happen out there on the football field that maybe you had a bad play, but being able to reset and refocus and understand it's a long 4-quarter game. And then when you're in those plays, like you said, last year we were finding ways to win those games, those close games. Whether I think I was talking about a couple of weeks ago, that was Tyler Croft in the back of the end zone versus the Rams. Just games that we were finding ways to win. And, unfortunately, we kind of came short a couple games this year, but just continue to have that mindset that it's always you got to keep playing. It's a 4-quarter game. No matter if you're up or you're down. I mean, being down 20 points and, came back in the second half, or even if you're up in this league, you're really not safe until that clock hits 0. So, like you said, just the mindset, going into the game and throughout the game as well.
Thanks a lot, Jordan. I appreciate it. And have a good day, man.
Appreciate it. You too.
Happy holidays, Jordan. How you doing?
I'm good, man. How are you?
Good.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. How important is player leadership this week to keep the team focused and motivated with the importance of the game on Sunday?
Yeah, I mean, player leadership is important every week. In particular down the stretch. It's a time of year where things are every day seems to be getting harder and harder. The game's getting harder, the game's getting more meaningful. But that's kind of like you said. That's what you want. That's what you signed up for. And so guys are, like I said, excited for the opportunity to be able to go out and show what we can do on Sunday.
To change gears a little bit, can you tell me a little bit about the event you put on yesterday in Astoria, your hometown?
Oh yeah, had an event back home. Shout out to my dad and Coach Rube for helping out. Had barbers out and giving free haircuts to the homeless. 2 hours of free laundry. Not just the homeless, really anybody who wanted to come get involved. There was food out there. And it was a really cool event. My dad was sending me a lot of pictures. There's going to be a video come out on the 25th, on Christmas Day, actually, of the event. But yeah, I was just trying to find ways to give back in the holiday season, back in my hometown, and it was a pretty good success.
That's great. Why is it important for players to use their platform to give back, especially during this holiday season?
Yeah, I mean, I think everybody's different, but at the same time, we're at a level, especially, where our influence has a lot of impact on people, and just just little gestures. I was talking to Emmanuel Sanders earlier today. He just got back from DT's funeral over the weekend, and he said one of the things that he learned, just being able, in a lifetime, it's not about the money. It's just about the people that you affect and the people, uh, throughout your life. That you might have a conversation with somebody 10 years ago, and they remember that conversation just based on how nice you were to them, or a gesture that you made. So friendship and camaraderie goes a long way, and so and just I just want to continue to inspire and help in any way I can.
Definitely. Well, thank you, and good luck this weekend.
Appreciate it.
Hey, Jordan, it's Mike Catalana. Let me ask you about last year. You went into Foxborough, no crowd, and you guys won. But you probably, like most people, grew up seeing big games in Foxborough, big crowds late in the year, that type of thing. Take us inside what it's like taking that field, probably having teammates, especially even the younger ones, look to you guys. What's it like to battle your emotions and use the crowd as best you can to your benefit?
Yeah, and I mean, I think that comes with a lot of experience too. I played in a lot of football games. I feel at this point in my career, whether it's a home crowd or the away crowd, that's not really what I'm really focused on anymore. I guess when you're younger, it can be kind of wide eyed. Late games in December, or whether I just feel like I like that energy. I love the away game, especially away games. I love that that hostile environment type energy. And being able to bottle that up and use it on the field, I think that's that's something that you learn throughout your career. And it's nothing like running out there on the field underneath the lights, man. I'll tell you that right now. There's not a lot of things that can beat that feeling, other than pick six. But there's some great memories with that.
All right. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Hey Jordan, Merry Christmas, man.
What's up, John? Merry Christmas.
I know you guys always tell us it's the biggest game because it's the next game, but how much are you guys as a team acknowledging and embracing the true magnitude of this and how it really can swing your playoffs and pursuit of that one way or the other?
Yeah, I mean, you gotta just focus on really the preparation throughout the week, and try not to look ahead, and try not to really focus on what's really important right now. We just had a great practice, and we got meetings here in a couple minutes, and really that's what's important is being able to not look ahead and not talk about the what ifs on Sunday. What if we win? What if we lose? This, that, or the other. It's really trying to hone in on the process throughout the week, and focusing on how can we get from point A to point B, from today to tomorrow, from tomorrow to Friday, and so on and so forth. So it is kind of easy to get caught up, I'd say, in all the if you win this game, these are the implications. If you lose this game, these are the implications. But you really got to hone in on the details, especially this time of year, on the details of your work.
And this may sound really simple and maybe even stupid, but how do you become a better? You guys aren't a. How do you become a better tackling team and make sure that the missed tackles aren't something that really are an issue, especially in this game? Because the last one, they seem to really pile up.
Yeah, no, our last game against them, we were talking about earlier today, was our worst tackling performance this season. And it's just something that, I mean, there's so much you can do throughout a week, but really in that live situation, that those are the situations. Obviously, you got to bring the guy down. But Bobby and JB do a great job of giving us the right tools and techniques and drills in order to continue to hone in on our tackling techniques. It's not easy. It's not easy to tackle, but at the same time, definitely something that we've been working on since all season. Really, we've always working on tackling, but really honing on the details. See what you're hitting. Staying high, eyes up. All the little things when it comes to tackling. And at the end of the day, you got to want to bring somebody down when you're tackling somebody. So it's also a mindset too.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is there something to it beyond just the technique? Because obviously we even see it. The coaches hammer at home, dating all the way back to camp. I mean, what's that other aspect of it that you guys could maybe
it's a
grab
mindset.
onto?
it's a mindset. You know, you're tackling another grown human being, you know, and you can't go and really. And people are gonna miss tackles. You know, there's good backs, there's good receivers. You know, I think if I have the ball in my hands, I'm making at least 3 people miss. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, those are good. They're good players too. But at the end of the day, just being able to have everybody run to the ball, you know, try to get as little as one-on-one tackles as possible, and you know, and just want to bring somebody down. It's a mindset.
I've seen your high school highlights, so I believe it, man. Have a good one.
Yeah, you too. See you, John. Merry Christmas.
Hey Jordan, Merry Christmas to you and your family.
Merry Christmas.
I was watching your hit with Pat McAfee yesterday, and it's funny because you talking about like the lack of respect. You know, we obviously do a lot of radio hits and are asked questions about you guys, and when we start talking about the defense, that is out there. That like there's this kind of misconception about how good you guys have been. Is this the type of game against the Patriots and all the eyes that are going to be on it that could change that narrative at all, or is it something that you guys have just kind of reserved to the fact that it's probably never going to change, and it's not going to change for you how you approach it?
Yeah, it probably never changed. No, but I mean, we use it. We use it as fuel. I mean, I know that's cliche, but at the same time, we understand, you know, the lack of respect around for you know, I'm talking our group in particular, but even for our defense. I think if you go online right now, I think we're still the number 1 or number 2 defense in the league in a lot of categories. Probably the rushing averages are probably up there, but at the same time, and takeaways and pass yards per game and total yards per game, and still people don't want to give us any respect. So that's fine. You know, we use it as fire. We use it as fuel to fuel the fire, and really try to just continue to come in here every day. And you know, days that maybe we're tired and coming in here, you know, Mike and I motivate each other. Like, hey, they don't respect us. Like, we gotta go to work, you know. And it's a little motivation that we continue to use, and you know, we'll continue to use even probably if we ever did get our respect, even then.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
Jordan, on that John Worrell, and Merry Christmas, and I hope you get time to spend with your loved ones and your family. But on that topic, and thanks. On that topic, I mean, there have been inconsistencies on the defense, which might reflect what the narrative is, rightly or wrongly, because you guys do have fewer numbers in the losses, and you know, you are 2-4 against, you know, when giving up 100 yards rushing, and you were 4-3 last year. And then, I mean, the turnovers in the 8 wins, you've done well, but in the 6 losses, it's only been 3. What can you explain what the tail off there is?
Yeah, I mean, those games. I mean, that's the difference in wins and losses. I think to me, in those games right there, that we haven't been able to take the football away. Teams have won the game, so it's been a big point of emphasis in these last couple of weeks is being able to get the ball, being able to get back in our groove, and taking the football away. And you know, obviously teams understand, you know, our ability to take the football away from the ball, especially when the ball's in the air, whether it's punching it out. So you know, the quarterbacks are a little, you know, making smarter decisions, and it's just a little harder. So we're just continue to harp it. Those games, like I said, the ones that we did lose, we were able to take the football away, and that's a huge factor in the game. So we just want to get back to doing that.
Gotcha. And I mean, I know I've asked Sean and Josh this as well, and I felt that, you know, I'd ask you, and I know we're all COVID weary, but it's with Cole. Do you think Cole is justified in suggesting the rules are the problem and not COVID?
I'm not going to speak on Cole's situation.
No, fair enough. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
That's all we have for today. Thanks, Jordan.
All right, thanks, guys.